Significant compensation. In July 2018, a jury awarded $4.7 billion to 22 women whose ovarian cancer was linked to Johnson & Johnson's talcum-based products. Don't wait another day to see if you're eligible. Call us 800-761-5875. That's 800-761-5875. Our network of attorneys are ready to fight for you, and you'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Time restrictions may apply. So call now. 800-761-5875. That's 800-761-5875. Again, 800-761-5875.
Hey, did you see the concert Erica posted about? Mm-hmm. Got my ticket, my mask, and a negative COVID test result. You going? Oh, you already know. But guess who's not going? Don't tell me. Coco. I heard she got the Rona. Yep, she didn't get vaccinated, and now it's hitting her home real bad. I don't think it's that. Right now, we got boosted. Me too.
Don't let the fun slip through your fingers. Mask up, stay home, and test if you feel sick. Get vaccinated and boosted to protect against COVID-19. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owe a lot of money to the IRS. $15,000.
Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief took care of Eric's problem.
And now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-298-3904. 800-298-3904. Optima Tax Relief.
KCBS News Time, 10:12. It's noisy at the terminals at SFO this morning as 1,000 fast food workers are on the picket lines after more than 9 months of negotiations with their employers. Unite here, baristas, dishwashers, bartenders, and servers working at SFO. The union says the majority of workers make about $17 an hour, and they haven't had a raise in 3 years. Many have been working 2 to 3 jobs to make ends meet. 99% of SFO food service workers previously voted to authorize the strike. They say it won't affect passengers or flight attendants for South. KCBS's Jennifer Hodges reports that they've been working for a while now without a contract.
The one-day strike will be nationwide at Southwest bases, including here in the Bay Area in Oakland. Quality of life issues are at the forefront of what we're requesting. Lynn Montgomery is the president of Transit Workers Union Local 566, representing Southwest flight attendants. They've been working without a contract for 3 years that have been rough during the pandemic. Flight attendants have been left sleeping on airport floors. We have been left food. We have been the victims of horrific technological breakdowns that just simply cannot continue any longer. At this point, Montgomery says their action will not be affecting your flight. It will be off-duty flight attendants. It will not disrupt the Southwest Airlines operation in any way. Currently, flight attendants aren't paid when passengers are boarding and not until the pilot puts down the brake. The unions are hoping to change that. Jennifer Hodges, KCBS.
KCBS News Time, 10:14. How Steph got involved in the controversy over the suspension of the Suns owner. Check KCBS Sports Line in 60 seconds.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you may be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to GetRefunds.com, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to GetRefunds.com, that's GetRefunds.com.
Coming up on KCBS, a double homicide of East Bay in the same family. KCBS News Time, 10:15. Amy now on the KCBS Sports Line.
Warriors training camp underway, and one of the big talking points heading into this NBA season has been the forthcoming sale of the Phoenix Suns, following the punishment for owner Robert Sarver, who was initially suspended for the season and fined $10 million after an investigation conducted by the NBA confirmed reports of racism and misogyny being a consistent factor in Sarver's ownership of the franchise. Sarver has since announced that he is in the process of selling the Suns, but Steph Curry revealed yesterday that he did indeed talk with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, especially stars expressed that the punishments for Sarver seemed too light.
I had conversations with Adam Silver. Mechanisms he had to intervene and bring down a punishment that was worthy of the actions that we're all responding to and representing the league as a whole.
And Curry said that following Sarver's announcement that he intended to sell the franchise, he was pleased with their big stars using their voices.
That's where it should be. So for Bron, CP, Draymond, everybody using their platforms to speak on it, even Adam, pick up the phone and answering calls from your top players who have vested interest in protecting the league as well. All that stuff matters, and you want to have kind of swift responses and reactions to stuff like that.
The Warriors open up their preseason early Friday morning in Japan, taking on the Wizards. At the Sports Desk, Ted Ramey, KCBS.
About it just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Beyond's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. We need to
hire great people fast.
I need to.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Before you move in and start making a lifetime of memories, there's something you should remember: the value of working with a realtor. A realtor is more than an expert in the field who abides by a code of ethics. A realtor is your neighbor and someone who puts your agenda ahead of theirs, someone who understands your dreams and has the expertise to make them a reality. Finding the right place starts with you and a realtor, and the doors we open together. Realtors are members of the Masters. That's who we are.
TriMark has been partnering with independent restaurateurs in Northern California for over 55 years. TriMark brings you innovative product solutions to help your hospitality business thrive. TriMark provides it all: food service equipment, supplies, and design. Visit TriMarkWest.com.
We don't take a break from what we do. We cover the news around the clock. How long were you stuck?
Straight to 7:03 a.m. So I would say almost 2 hours sleeping on that train.
Only news station broadcasting live from the Bay Area every hour of the day, every day of the week.
We began to slow down and stop. Sometimes that happens, but this time we really stopped for like a very long time, to the point where we're like, what's going on?
It's one more reason why we're the Bay Area's #1 news station. All news, all the time, right here on KCBS.
10:18 at KCBS. We are headed to Castro Valley now with Victor.
On 580 in the Coach 238, you're going to be off and on the brake, especially if you transition. And northbound 238 doesn't really ease up until you get to slightly past East 14th Street. After that, it's a smooth ride at 880. Speaking of 880, coming out of the San Leandro, San Lorenzo area on southbound 880, you're off and on the brakes from 238 to right around Winton Avenue in Hayward. After that, it's a pretty smooth ride all the way to Union City. Now, CHP is reporting a crash in San Leandro on 880 southbound, just past Marina Boulevard. I don't see any slowing at the moment, but if you happen to be passing by there to see it's blocking any lanes, feel free to reach out to me with any details. Be greatly. KCBS phone force at 415-391-KCBS. Your next traffic update at 10:28 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Hi, good morning. Meteorologist Jessica Birch here. We're kicking off the work week with temperatures kind of sitting around average. We'll have a midweek warm up around Wednesday and Thursday. Time highs will peak as we head into Friday, and then we'll get right back down to normal as we head into the weekend. So why is this happening? Well, high pressure is starting to build its way in from the south, so it'll warm us up. Kind of like last week's mini heat wave, but just not as hot by any means. Let's talk about the numbers. 68 today in San Francisco. We'll get into the upper 70s just around Thursday. Same setup for Oakland. Today we're sitting at 73. By Thursday we warm up to 81. San Jose sitting at 80 today. 87 in our inland East Bay this afternoon. 83 in the North Bay. Now, for our microclimates, they're all experiencing something different this week. Our inland East Bay and North Bay will actually warm up into the upper 80s, low 90s as we wrap up this week and head into the weekend, but it drops off too, back into the low 80s for the weekend forecast, with partly cloudy skies returning too. It's a beautiful week to get out there and get some fresh air. We'll keep you updated here in the Weather Center, but for now, I'm meteorologist Jessica Burt with your KCBS KPXI first alert forecast.
59 degrees and still a little bit cloudy in this morning. PG&E says on Saturday the U.S. Forest Service removed one of the transmission poles from the site in Placer County where the fire started. The mosquito fire is now the largest blaze in California so far this year. Earlier, the company acknowledged there was a power outage in the area around the time the fire started. The mosquito fire has burned over 76,000 acres, including 78 structures. It is 85% contained. Are investigating a double homicide in the East Bay. The victims, a father and son. Matt Bigler has more from Hayward.
I'm here on Lund Avenue in Hayward, a dead-end street with mostly apartment buildings. This is where early yesterday morning... but they were pronounced dead at the scene. The violence is shocking for folks who live on this street. Alicia tells me in Spanish she has a young daughter and she's worried about her family's safety. Hayward police say this is still an active investigation and more information will be released soon. The identities of the father for now. Police are asking that anyone with information about this double homicide contact them. In Hayward, Matt Bigler, KCBS.
The Alameda County Coroner's Office has seen an increase due to homicides lately. It's also a shortage of qualified pathologists who perform autopsies, contributing to families delaying funerals for their loved ones. Story from KCBS's Alice Works.
In Alameda County, there are more body work than pathologists who work on the cases. It's also a shortage of pathologists, though, who perform those autopsies that seem to be delaying some funerals in Alameda County.
The logic was on point zero, not just the forensic autopsies that go on. Then we have to work with funeral families laying their loved ones to rest.
Sheriff's spokesman for Alameda County, Lieutenant Ray Kelly, said the entire department, like many other public safety agencies, is short-staffed, and that's having a ripple effect, ultimately affecting families who may have strict cultural norms on the timing of funeral services.
It requires a lot of patience, understanding, but at the end of the day, we get one chance to do these investigations and do them right with the best possible examination and forensic evidence that we can provide.
5 to 12 autopsies each day. Contracted pathologists are being hired to help with the Alameda County caseload. Alice Works, KCBS.
Roanoke Park's Department of Public Safety is looking into 2 cases where a masked man was seen on home doorbell cameras. And this happened on September 19th, first at the Emerald Point Apartments on Camino Collegio, 3 o'clock in the morning. The same masked man walked up and stood in front of the car and then walked away. 8 minutes later, he was seen at a second residence on the 1300 block of Miramati Place. The man didn't try to get in or take anything, nor did he appear armed. Roanoke Park Director of Public Safety, Tim Mattos.
Is it illegal to walk around in a mask at 4 in the morning? No. But it's concerning to us, and so it has been a topic of discussion in the program of the Public Safety Department.
And the man, Mattos says that the department has stepped up patrols in the area in an attempt to find this man. Elon Musk gets to huddle with his lawyer. Now from Jason.
Holly, Twitter's lawyers will get to ask Elon Musk some questions this week during a session ahead of the trial scheduled for October 17th. Musk's deposition will be held in private. Could last through Wednesday. Twitter co-founder and former CEO Jack Dorsey was deposed last week. Dorsey is a friend of Musk, but publicly in favor of Musk's $44 billion deal to buy the company, which Musk is trying to get out of. Claims that Twitter lied about its percentage of spam accounts. Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal is being today. A Wells Fargo analyst note says Twitter will likely win the case and successfully close the deal with Musk, despite whistleblower claims against Twitter being allowed in Musk's account.
Another struggle for the stock market. Looked fairly promising early as the NASDAQ was leading a rally, but all three major averages now deep in the red as the U.S. dollar continues its ascension, along with interest rates as the Fed has been hiking rates. The Dow dropping by 400 points now. NASDAQ down by 61. That's 45. The British pound